Dear students, today I am going to teach you about these logarithms. Logarithms were developed by a British mathematician called John Napier in 1612. In order to do complicated calculations very easily, he developed these logarithms. And also, in case of physical quantities whose magnitude is quite large, those large magnitudes will be expressed in terms of these logarithms. Because logarithm of a large number becomes very, very small. That's why physical quantities with large magnitudes, they will be expressed in logarithmic scale. So today I will tell you what is this logarithm, how to find the logarithm of a number, and if you know the logarithm, how to find the number. I am going to tell you about these things. Carefully follow me, because you come across these logarithms in physics, chemistry and mathematics as well. So here there are three numbers which are related as a is equal to b to the power of c. When three numbers are related such that a is equal to b to the power of c, this c is called logarithm of a to the base b. I repeat, if three numbers are related as a is equal to b to the power of c, c is called logarithm of a to the base b. So this is the number. This number is called base and this power is called logarithm. Example, you know this 4, it can be written as, I'll take another example, 8, you take 8. 8 can be written as 2 cube. So, this 3 is called logarithm of 8 to the base 2. 3 is called logarithm of 8 to the base 2. So, in general, we can say that logarithm means it is the power to which base is to be raised to get this number. So, logarithm of a number is nothing but it is the power or exponent to which the base is to be raised in order to get the number. So, this is the definition. Logarithm is the power, or this can also be called as exponent, to which base has to be raised to get a number. See, any number can be written as power of any other number. For example, this 25, it can be written as 5 square. The same 25 can also be written as 10 to the power of 1.3979. The same 25 can also be written as 10 to the power of 1.3979. That means any number can be raised to the power of any other number. Therefore, any number can be written as base raised to the power of its logarithm. So basically logarithm is the power of the base to which it is to be raised to get a given number. But generally in the study of logarithm you come across two types of logarithms. One is called common logarithm, where we consider the base to be 10. Another one is called natural logarithm, where we consider the base to be e. So here the base is 5, here the base is 10. So therefore this 1.3979 it is called as the common logarithm of 25. Common logarithm means it is understood that the base is 10. I'll give one more example. This 2 can be written as 2 to the power of 1. The same 2 can also be written as 10 to the power of 0.3010. The same 2 can also be written as e to the power of 0.6931. So here this 0.3010 it is called common logarithm of 2, whereas this 0.6931 it is called the natural logarithm of 2. So in the study of logarithms you will come across common logarithms as well as natural logarithms. So you remember common logarithm means here the base is 10. So this common logarithm it is generally represented as log, L-O-G. We write it as L-O-G, log. That means the base is 10. And also you come across this natural logarithm where we consider the base as e. As I already told you in the previous classes, this e stands for 2.718 exponential value. So this natural logarithm we write it as ln. So we call this as a natural logarithm, symbolically represented as ln. There is a conversion factor between the natural logarithm and common logarithm. See, this natural logarithm of a number, n stands for number. Natural logarithm of any number, it is equal to 2.303 times the common logarithm of that number. So this is the conversion between natural logarithm and common logarithm. So natural logarithm of any number is equal to 2.303 times its common logarithm. So here if I take a few more numbers like this, here I took numbers greater than 1, I can also take numbers less than 1, say 0.3. This 0.3 can be written as 10 to the power of minus 1.4771. This 0.3 it is equal to 10 to the power of minus 1.4771. So this minus 1 generally we call it as bar 1. So bar 1 or minus 1 both are one and the same. When I say minus, it becomes this entire number will become negative. Say instead of bar 1 if I say minus 1, if I write it like this, it means that this total number is negative. It is not so. So in this case, only this part is negative, whereas this part is positive. That's why we call it as bar. Now usually number ಮುಂದಗಡೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರೇ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನು -1.4771 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಂತ ಬಾರ್ 1.4771 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ನಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. So that's why you call it as bar 1.4771. So this bar 1.4771, this is the logarithm of 0.3. Similarly, 0.005. So this can be written as 10 to the power of bar 3.6990. So like this, any number can be expressed as power of 10. That power of 10 will become the common logarithm of that particular number. Now if you observe these examples, here in the logarithm of any number, this integral part, the logarithm of any number has got integral part as well as fractional part. ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು, ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸಾ. That means logarithm of a number consists of characteristic and mantissa. So this integral part it is called characteristic and this fractional part it is called mantissa. This characteristic can be either positive or negative, as you see in this case. When the number is greater than 1, this characteristic is 0 or positive. When the number is less than 1, the characteristic is negative. The characteristic is negative. So, logarithm of any number consists of integral part plus this fractional part. This integral part it is called characteristic and this fractional part it is called mantissa. So to find the logarithm of any number, first you have to find this characteristic. To find the characteristics you have two rules. One for number greater than 1, another for number less than 1. So if you look at these examples, here see, when this number has got only one digit or otherwise this 2, it can also be written as 2.0000. You can also write it like that. 2 or 2.0 or 2.000, it makes no difference. So when the number is greater than 1, if one digit is there, here the characteristic is 0. If two digits are there, the characteristic is 1. Suppose if I have a number like this, 3142, it can be written as 10 to the power of 3.4972, like this. That means when the number has got 4 digits, the characteristic is 3. Like that, when we generalize, the rule to find the characteristic when the number greater than 1 is, it should be 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part of a number. So, to find characteristic, the first rule, if the number greater than 1 characteristic is positive and 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part of the number. ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅದರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. So, if number is greater than 1, characteristic is positive and 1 less than number of digits in integral part of the number. See here, 3142 can also be written as 3142.0. ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಆವಾಗ ಈ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 1, 2, 3, 4 ಒಟ್ಟು 4 ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ 3 ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 3. ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ನಂಬರ್. (9.805). This is a number. 9.800. This is a number. So its logarithm is 10.0.9912. So 0.9912 is the logarithm of 9.8. Here the characteristic is 0 because in the integral part of this number only one digit is there, so characteristic is 1 less, therefore it becomes 0, like that. So in this way when the number is greater than 1, you have to count number of digits in the integral part of the number, and characteristic must be 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part. Don't make in the integral part 9 is there, characteristic is 8. It's not like that. ನಂಬರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ 3, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 0. 40 ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ it will become 1.6021. ಈ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಎರಡನೇದು, if number is less than 1, here you see, number less than 1 ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? when the integral part is 0, it has only fractional part. ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ದು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 0 ಇದ್ದು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ it becomes a number less than 1. So if number is less than 1, characteristic is negative and one more than number of zeros between decimal point and first non-zero digit. See, this is a number less than 1. So characteristic is negative and one more than number of zeros between decimal point and first non-zero digit. ನಂಬರ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟು non-zero ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೀರೋಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ non-zero ಡಿಜಿಟ್, ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವೆ ಜೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಾರ್ 1. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟು non-zero ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೀರೋಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ? 2, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ -3. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ 0.0800. So this number is less than 1. Characteristic is negative because this is less than 1. And how many zeros are there between decimal point and first non-zero digit? This one, only one zero is there, so characteristic is -2. So 9031, like this. In this way you have to find the characteristic of a number. So wherever it is needed, you pause the video and you copy down in your book. ನೀವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಅವಾಗ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. So this is how to find the characteristic. Next, to find mantissa. You have to use a logarithm book. Here see, ನೀವು ಬುಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೆರೈಟೀಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ತೊಗೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಲಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತಂದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತಂದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಬುಕ್ಸೇ, ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರಾಗೂ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತಂದು, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೇಯ್ನ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್. ಅದಾನಂತರ ಈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಕೊಸೈನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ಸು. ಸೊ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇರೋ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬುಕ್ ತೊಗೋರಿ ನೀವು, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್, ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಕೊಸೈನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇವು ಇರೋ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬುಕ್ ತೊಗೋರಿ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ how to find the mantissa of a number? See, this mantissa must be found from the logarithm book. For the first 4 digits, starting from the non-zero digit. Mantissa must be found for 4 digits starting from a non-zero digit. Mantissa must be found from logarithm table for the first 4 digits of the number So how to find the mantissa? I will tell you. Here I take some examples. Number n, here logarithm of number n. Here I take a number like this. 20.32. Whenever you want to find the logarithm of a number, first you have to find the characteristic. So first you check whether this is greater than 1 or less than 1. This number is obviously greater than 1. When the number is greater than 1, what is the rule? You find the number of digits in the integral part. In the integral part, 2 digits are there. So characteristic is 1. 1. So after writing the characteristic, you put a decimal point because the mantissa is a fractional value. That's why after writing this characteristic, you put a decimal point. Next, this mantissa must be found for the first 4 digits of the number. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you open your logarithm book, here first you have these logarithm tables. ಈ logarithm table ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ you have these rows, horizontal lines are called rows. So starting from 10, 99 rows are there. Starting from 10, 99 rows are there. Next you have vertical lines which are called columns. Here see 0 to 9 column. 0 to 9 columns are there. And again for mean difference, again there will be 1 to 9 columns. So in the logarithm book, you have rows like this: 10, 11, 12, up to 99. You have columns 1, 2, starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, up to 9. After this again you have mean difference. Here you have columns 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, up to 9. This is what you see in this logarithm table. So here. Next, to get the mantissa for this number, first 2 digits must be seen in the row. Third digit must be seen in the column. Fourth digit must be seen in mean difference. ನಿಮಗೆ 2032ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸಾ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ 20th ರೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವು ರೋಸ್ ಇವು, 10, 11, 12 like that 20th row will be there. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 20th ರೋ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3075. ಇದೆ. So this value is got to be added to the mean difference in the second column. ಈ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮೀನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೇಮ್ ರೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ನು ಮೀನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೀನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4 ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡಿಸಿರಿ. 3075 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4 3079. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3079. So this is the logarithm of this particular number. Here I take one more example. 362. There is a number like this. So to find the logarithm, what I have to do? First I have to find the characteristic. So 362, it can also be written as 362.0. That means this has only integral part here. This number is greater than 1. So in the integral part, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3. So the characteristic is 2. Characteristic is 2. Then how to find the mantissa? You have to see 36th row, second column, 0 mean difference. ಈ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡಿಜಿಟು 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮೀನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 0th ಕಾಲಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0th ಕಾಲಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ನು ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ 36th row, second column. So in the logarithm table, 36th row, second column, you have the value 5587. 5587. I'll take one more example. 3.07. So this number is obviously greater than 1 because there is some value in the integral part. So when the number is greater than 1, how to find the characteristic? You find the number of digits. Only one digit is there, so characteristic is 0. How to find the mantissa? 30th row, 7th column. So 4871. So 0.4871. Another example, number 9. Only single digit 9 is there. So this 9 can be written as 9.0000. Then in the integral part only one digit is there. So characteristic is 0. ಸೊ 9 ನೀವು 9.00 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಆವಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ 90th row, 0th column. 0 mean difference which is not there. ಸೊ 90th row, 0th ಕಾಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀರಿ. 90th row, 0th ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 9542. Next, one more example, 0.0027. ಈ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 1. ನಂಬರ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು? ಈ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟು ನಾನ್ ಜೀರೋ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೀರೋಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತವೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು? ಬಾರ್ 3. characteristic is negative and it will be 1 more than number of zeros between decimal point and first non-zero digit. So it becomes bar 3. Then how to find the mantissa? Mantissa is to be seen for the first 4 digits. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ 00ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 00 ರೋ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಲಾಗರಿಥಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಯು ವೋಂಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ 00 ರೋ. ಲಾಗರಿಥಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 10 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು 00 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 27 0 ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ 27th ರೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 0th ಕಾಲಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ 4 3 1 4. So 0.03782. First the characteristic is -2 because this number is less than 1 between the decimal point and the first non-zero digit. 1 0 is there, so characteristic becomes -2. Next you have to see the mantissa for the first 4 digits starting from non-zero digit. Non-zero digit, first non-zero digit ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ non-zero digit ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 4 digits ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ 37th ರೋ 8th ಕಾಲಮ್ 2 main difference. So 37th row 8th column we have 5775. Mean difference is 2, so it becomes 5777. So mantissa must be found from the logarithm table for the first 4 digits of the number. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು non-zero ಡಿಜಿಟಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 4 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸು, ಫಸ್ಟು non-zero ಡಿಜಿಟಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 4 ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ 37th ರೋ 8th ಕಾಲಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, 0.4005. What is the characteristic? Bar 1. Because here it is a number less than 1. So the characteristic is one more than number of zeros between decimal point and first non-zero digit. Here this is the decimal point and first non-zero digit. There are no zeros here, therefore it should be one more, that means -1. How to find the mantissa? 40th row 0th column 5 main difference. So in the 40th row 0th column you have 6021, 5 main difference, 5 is there. If you add those two things you will get 6026. There is a number like this, 10 to the power of 2. This 10 to the power of 2, it becomes 100. So for 100, what is the characteristic? 2, because 100 can be written as 100.0. Now this number being greater than 1, you have 3 digits here, so characteristic become 2. Next in the 10th row 0th column 0 main difference, you have 0000. So it is 2.00. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ನು ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ 10 ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ the power itself will become the characteristic. ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆನ್ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ 100, number is 100, it is written as 10 power 2. this power itself will become the characteristic. So 10 to the power of 10 ಅಂತಂದರೆ 10 is the characteristic, like that. So in this way, you can find the logarithm of any number. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ದು ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟು ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆನಾ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆನಾ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆನಂತರ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಂಟಿಸ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಂಬರ್. You come across many situations in physics as well as chemistry where you need to find the logarithm of a number. So you look the video twice or thrice, you take some arbitrary numbers and you find the logarithm by yourself. Understand? ಸೊ ನೀವೇ ಕೆಲವು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅದರದ್ದು ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ನು ಬರೀರಿ. ಬರೆದು ನಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಆ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಅವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಲಾಗರಿದಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.